So it isn't exactly going to be a long video, as we're just going over the latest unofficial development for Sonic Frontiers, the newest entry in the mainline Sonic series that is set to hit stores later this year, specifically with holiday season. Although, it may hit a little earlier than that based on what we just learned. Check it out. Try as developers may, it's seemingly inevitable that information about certain games will reach the public before it's meant to be known. There's just no way around this. Just recently, we got a database leak from Steam, the ever popular choice of platform for PC gamers, containing a list of release dates for upcoming games, whether it be set for this year, or the year after, or whenever, really. Included on that list is, as you might have guessed, Sonic Frontiers. We've known since we saw the first trailer at the Game Awards that it was set for a tentative Holiday 2022 release date. But that release date may actually have been pushed forward rather than backwards like I initially predicted. I say this because, given its latest leak in the Steam database, Sonic Frontiers may, emphasis on may, actually release September 1st, 2022. I'll say again, it's looking possible Sonic Frontiers could release September 1st, 2022. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, it's coming out this September? That's sooner than I would have expected. And that is true. A release in September puts it roughly 1 month outside the expected release window of this year's holiday season. And when I say holiday season, I typically have the months October, November, and December in mind. Yes, there are other holidays that happen throughout the year, but when we think of the holiday season, we easily think of those three. You know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And yes, I'm lumping New Year in with Christmas because they occur roughly a week apart and share pretty much the same theme. When a developer is getting ready to release a game, but they aren't sure exactly when they want their product to drop, when they're choosing that game's release date, they'll typically target the holiday season of that year to play it safe. And then when they've got an actual release date set to go, complete with the month and day, they'll make the necessary updates and announcements. So having said that, even this uncovered release date of September 1st for Sonic Frontiers could be tentative as well, and therefore subject to change. So, as much as I know you all want to get excited for it right now, and I definitely don't blame you, we need to play it safe and take it with a grain of salt, as we do with all leaks. If it is accurate though, then this suggests that Sega is making an interesting shift in their approach to future Sonic releases, an approach that has already been in motion since Sonic Colors Ultimate, which released in September of last year. If you've been following that game as closely as I have, you already know how that story ends. It's got some fun moments, but ultimately, pun not intended, it needed more time in the oven. It's got a list of glaring issues that, despite a good amount of patches being supplied to the game, have yet to be ironed out, such as that glitchy entrance sequence for Act 3 of Starlight Carnival. It's only a minor detail, but one of many that would never be addressed, unfortunately. I also have to ask, what exactly makes September an opportune time for future title releases, as opposed to, I don't know, November or December, where they could better capitalize on the increase in sales during the holiday season? At least June was an understandable time frame for the first Sonic game, because it's at that time of the year that people are out for school and enjoying the summer holidays, and are likely to buy games during that time frame, and even more likely during the holiday season. Additionally, a large fraction of the Sonic franchise was released during November. It was never required for them to continue that streak, but it tends to be a very strategical release window for most developers these days, for reasons that I've already explained. Now, it might sound like I'm complaining just for the sake of following trends or whatever, but I'm not, trust me. If a game is coming out this September, then that's great. But we also have to remember something here. This next game is Sonic's first full-on foray into an open-world genre of video gaming. And something like that, you absolutely have to take your time with, because these are highly ambitious projects, and yet very rewarding, because open-world gaming has been at the forefront of gaming these days, as Zelda Breath of the Wild proves. And yeah, I know you're probably tired of hearing comparison to Breath of the Wild by now, but I mean, it's accurate, what more can you say? And let's face it, it's a fitting comparison to make because Sonic has had a crossover with the Zelda franchise before, courtesy of a DLC expansion pack for the Nintendo Wii U version of Sonic Lost World. something that I've tragically never got to play, but I look forward to changing that whenever. Now, even with everything I explained a bit ago, I don't necessarily think Sega is trying to rush Frontiers out the front door, not in the slightest. If you remember, the game was set to release last year in tandem with Sonic's 30th anniversary, but it was delayed for quality purposes. And if everything we've heard up until now is correct, they started development on this game in 2019, when Team Sonic Racing came out that year. It would give this game roughly 3 years of development time, which would be okay, I guess. I personally would have been a little more comfortable with a bit more time than that, though I'm not talking like 10 years or whatever. Maybe 4 or 5 would have been safer territory. But then, I don't exactly know what goes on behind the closed doors of Sega HQ, so I could be wrong. Once again, guys, I ask you to keep in mind that this new release date for Sonic Frontiers could be incorrect. It even says so on this page right here that talks about the latest database leak from Steam. Developers are required to choose release dates when publishing their games to Steam's database, be it publicly or privately. So I guess Sega went with a public release window of holiday 2022, and if it is accurate, they chose September 1st to be the release date set privately. Why that date specifically? Well, I've no idea. I guess we'll see. But if it is accurate, then it suggests that Sega may finally be about to break their silence on everything that Frontiers entails, aside from the basics that they've already shared with us. If so, then your boy is getting excited just thinking about it, and I know you guys are as well. I also want to add this in while I'm thinking about it. There was another Twitter post I came across earlier this week where the writer said that on Steam's page, they found that 6 videos had been uploaded to the platform on January 17th. We can conclude from these images that they were all the same trailers shown to us at the Game Awards, but with different release dates and languages to accommodate each region. For example, this one right here, where it said the game is releasing in summer 2022, that's actually Australia they're talking about, not America. And to Australians, the summer season starts in December and lasts until the end of February. However, these same videos were removed the day that they were added. I don't think these videos are related in any way to the apparent change in the release schedule with Sonic Frontiers, but I felt it was worth bringing up anyway for the sake of speculation. At any rate, that's the news so far. The recent database leak from Steam suggests that Sonic Frontiers could actually release on September 1st, but it also suggests that this could be a placeholder date, so don't jump to any conclusions just yet. As such, this video may have been a bit clickbaity, I have to admit, but if you pay attention to the title, you'll notice I phrased it in the form of a question rather than me trying to confirm anything, and we do get excited talking about this sort of stuff, so it was worth putting out there. Anyway, that is it for this video update on Sonic Frontiers. What do you think? Could the game actually drop earlier than we expected? Or is it just a placeholder date as is speculated? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you also left a like and consider subscribing and ringing that bell to stay up to date on my content. I will see you all next time, take care, and I hope you enjoy the Sonic movie sequel when it drops in April. And don't forget, blue blurs for life. See you later.